There is constant research being done around Young Living proving clinically what our products can do for you. And the things you can claim about our products can be a great tool when sharing with a friend or advertising your growing business. Like when I'm on social media, I talk about eating right, working out, and of course, Young Living. So let's talk about the best ways to share the Young Living lifestyle. Hello and welcome to Young Living's podcast, The Wild Drop. My name is Jacob Young, your host. Young Living is the world leader in producing and distributing premium essential oils. And this podcast will provide you with drops of information about Young Living, including stories, history, product information, lots of little fun facts, and claims today. KC Barrow from our Conduct Success team is on the podcast again today. Casey, we're super happy to have you back. How you been doing?
Great. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited about this topic.
Yeah, I'm super excited as well because actually there are some claims that we're going to be talking about today that I didn't know myself. And so I'm always happy to learn about these and to share with everybody else. So maybe a quick kind of little backstory of who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Sure. My name is KC Barrow. I'm the executive director over the Conduct Success team. I've been doing this for almost 8 years in the same department. I absolutely love it. Our job is just to ensure our members understand the rules and regulations around how our products are labeled, registered, how to promote the business in a way that protects their organization, protects our consumers, and protects Young Living.
Yeah. The conduct team and the regulatory team, they are here to assist everybody, not only corporate as a whole to protect corporate, but to protect your business as well. Everything that you love and know about Young Living, everybody wants to keep around for a very, very long time. And so conduct and regulatory do an excellent job at making sure that that stays the case. As frustrating as it can be at times, there are some rules that we do have to follow, but every year we are expanding the claims that we're making to give you guys the tools and in a way the ammunition that you need in your marketing, in your advertising, and whatever you need. But because of that, and because the world is ever so changing and rules are changing, conduct and regulatory are here to help. Let me really, really clarify that. They are here to help. They're not here to shut down, as some people suggest. They shut this down, they shut that down. So I really want all of you to know, if you ever have any questions or need help, they're here to help. With that being said, I'm super excited to hear what claims you've brought to the table today to share with everybody else, and also what makes a claim, and I guess kind of a little bit of the backstory to claims and why some things can be said and why some things can't be said per se. Because I know some people get a little confused with that.
Right. And, part of what we really love about conduct and we love about interacting with our members is first, we get the opportunity to talk to brand partners. A lot of people in the company don't get that. And I love that part of what we do it's the interaction with them. It's getting to hear their stories, helping them understand how to go ahead and post about their stories compliantly or what claims are approved. The big thing with claims is it really comes down to the net impression, right? So if I have a product that worked great for me, it doesn't mean that it could possibly work for everybody. So if I make a claim about my experience and say, hey, look, this worked for me, you all should buy this, I'm implying that they're going to get the exact same effect. But not everybody has the same body, the same regimens, right? Like I watch my diet, I exercise. There's a lot of things that we do, right? Our water intake. There's a lot of things that go into play along with what supplements are you taking? What other things are you doing to support your body? What we like to really talk about with a lot of our members is with advertising is think about it this way, right? You all know Coca-Cola, right?
Yep.
We've all been aware of it. We know Coke. A lot of people, you can go online and see people are using Coke for removing battery acid.
I've done it myself. I used to own a detailing business, and we use it all the time to clean engine bays and rust. So, that's why I use it, and that's why I don't drink it.
Right, and that's one of the other things. But if you look at it, how many people have you ever seen Coke advertise their product for that?
No.
Never, right? And that's because their product is registered as a beverage. It's not registered into that field. Plus, can you imagine the nightmare of trying to clean up those type of claims when you're talking about your product to take internally, but it's also removing battery acid?
Yeah. Well, of course, it's removing all the bad bacteria in your gut, right, Casey?
Right. Well, speaking of bad bacteria, we actually have quite a few products that we love that get into digestive support. Were you aware of that?
I'm aware of a few, but probably not all that you have.
So we actually have quite a few. We have our Digest and Cleanse. We have the Essential Zyme, Comfort, Tone, Daily Probiotic Fiber, Detox Zyme, Balance Complete, Life 9, and that's just the supplements. In addition to that, we have all of the vitality oils, right? Mm-hmm. We have so many. We have caraway, marjoram, jade, lemongrass, spearmint, basil, sage, ginger, Juva Cleanse, right? There are so many products that go into this. And our products are, gone through and gotten substantiation for us to make this specific claim for it. What that means is, with your digestive system, you either have enzymes, which helps break down the food, or you have the probiotic that keeps the enzymes going, right?
Yeah.
We have all these products that support that. So once you understand what the need is, right, for your digestive system, like test out these products, try them, make a whole entire couple months about your promotion for digestive health, right? Because that's really important, especially nowadays more than ever with the types of food that are out there, the hustle and bustle of all the world, right? So many times we have to just stop and grab something quick to eat, which is probably not the most nutritious or healthy, right?
Yeah.
And part of that is like, how do you support your digestive system to process through those and get the nutrients out you need?
Yeah. Well, you listed a ton. I want to know what the claims are with each one, though. And I'm sure everybody else does as well, because some people might not know what the claims are.
Right. So a digestive support claim is really all about how are you supporting the entire digestive process of the food or that you're ingesting, right? So if you were to go out and eat a bunch of food that, like, let's say, made you feel bloated, we have products that help promote a healthy digestive system that'll remove that bloat feeling, right? And it also comes into your weight management. We also have great claims for weight management, weight support through the Sleek line, right? We also have with the Sleek line, we also have several other products like the Balance Complete, which I love. It's one of my favorite products. Mm-hmm. The Sulfurzyme powder, which is amazing. Caraway, grapefruit, ginger, and lime vitality are also great to help with that weight management support. And the 2 and 2 go hand in hand, right? And that's one of the things I love to get our members to understand is if you have something you want to do, let's say somebody is really looking out and they're making claims about, let's go with arthritis. We've seen that a bit. Arthritis claims the FDA says arthritis is a disease, which we all know it is. The way the FDA looks at a drug is in order for you to have a drug to treat a disease or ailment, you have to be able to synthesize it or create mass product. We don't want that. We want our stuff to stay natural, and that's what's really important to Young Living and to our brand partners, right? Is that natural product, knowing what we're taking into our body comes from the earth, it comes from plants. So how do we ensure that? Is we go through and we make sure we have dietary supplements that do joint support, which is so important to a healthy lifestyle. So if you go online and type in joint support in the .com, all these products are going to come up. Just like with digestive support, right? You type in digestive, it'll give you all these products that have that approved claim with it. That means our regulatory team and our R&D team have gone through, found the studies to support that claim, and they ensure that that claim is now aligned with that product. And so we've done all this work for you. I mean, you go through and you look at joint support, you look at all the products we have for joint support, right? We have Agiles, Sulfurzyme, Golden Turmeric, which is another one of my favorites.
Fantastic.
It's an amazing
Just be careful
product.
with white countertops. It will stain your white countertops.
Yes.
So.
Or your white mugs. I now have a permanent mug, which is my Golden Turmeric mug. With that also, though, you look at it, you have so many additional products like the Marjoram, right? You have Basil Vitality. You have Cool Azul, Deep Relief, Aroma Life, Wintergreen, Blue Yarrow, which are all part of the Elamine, right? It's all these different products that come together for a supportive joint. And we've done all that research for you. Young Living has taken that requirement off of your hands. We've gone ahead and said, here's the products that we have that can support this specific type of structure function, and here's the substantiation with it, which means you can go out and create these amazing posts, these amazing claims relating to these specific type of products.
Yeah. And one of the best parts that our R&D team has really been focusing on since talking with Mark Bartlett, who's our head of science division, is they've been working more and more on more claims each and every single year. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, and a lot of money. But one of the biggest claims that we've been able to make in recent years was the Ningxia Red study. And that was a huge success for us because we already knew of a lot of people had experienced some of the claims that we ended up discovering with it. And so just know that we're working really hard on trying to give you more bandwidth with more claims, so you can use this for marketing and you can use this to promote, your business, the business as well. So that's coming every single year. It just takes a very long time. I mean, it's months and months and months of lead time to get something like this done, and then the paperwork is a nightmare in itself. But just know that is happening. So if you're like, why isn't there a claim for this product yet? It's eventually coming. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of bandwidth, and a lot of money.
And I can tell you part of that is the review process. It goes through R&D, regulatory development. They're out there doing the tests, the studies, they're researching, finding out what's in the product, what studies have already been done. Do those studies apply to our product?
Yeah.
And part of that is then it goes through our regulatory, and regulatory ensures that it aligns with the labeling registration, the requirements, the studies. Then it comes to conduct and says, does this meet the net impression rules for the regulatory authorities? So I can tell you, we have seen a lot of our product claims and development forms coming through, and it's amazing. A lot of the claims we're starting to see are great.
Yeah.
They're all about really that healthy lifestyle, which Young Living's about, right? It's removing the toxins, getting an all-natural plant-based product in your body, and finding ways that, you know, your healthy lifestyle can continue for years and years and years.
Absolutely. And part of this that we've already done for you is when you go to our website and you look at a product, there should be a little icon. I think, I can't remember if it's called the same, but I remember when I was working on the website development and how it looked, we called it the product information page, or the PIP. In that PIP, it's a file that you can download, and it's basically a sheet that shows you a breakdown of the product itself, all the ingredients, all the benefits, claims as well. And you can hand these out at your classes, whatever it may be. You can use this to upload to social media if you want to do so. And that's all been done for you. This is accessible to all. If you can't find it on the product description page, you can go into the digital library and type in a product, and you can find it there most of the time as well. So that's all done for you already too.
Right. And that's the biggest part about Young Living right now is we've really been looking at how can we better support our members. We're working on a lot of things right now, and I can't wait for some of them to launch that are just going to make their lives easier for posting, creating content. Because at the end of the day, we want your jobs to be easier because we want you to really promote that product like we know and love.
Yeah.
And the only way we're going to get product into people's hands is for them to understand what is the intention of this product and how does this intention be advertised correctly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, I just really love the opportunity that my team has to speak to our brand partners. One of the big ones that we really see a lot of claims around are cold or flu, especially during the fall, winter. And cold and flu claims, when we really talked to the members, it really came down to really about supporting a healthy immune system. And, you know, along with that, just the immune system alone, we have our Super C tablets, we have Inner Defense, we have Sulfurzyme, Super Vitamin D, Immunopro. Then we have rosemary, thyme, cedar bliss, thieves, nutmeg, clove, oregano, lemon vitality oils that are all also substantiated to make that immune support claim. And honestly, when we talk to members and try to realign their post, it really comes down to, well, let's talk about immune support, because that's really what it's about, right?
Yeah.
We want healthy bodies. We want to live a long time. We want to have a joyful life. And the more you can do to keep that healthy body now, the better your life's going to be down the road.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things that some people don't realize is when you're reactive to something, the effects of a product may not be as good as if you were proactive with those products per se. So by taking these supplements way ahead of flu and cold season or whatever it may be, you might experience something, you know, a little bit better than most people would. So
correct. And, you know, the average person out there is really looking at ways to support their healthy lifestyle right now. More than ever, we're seeing a big movement towards the healthy, all-natural lifestyle. And it's so amazing because it's something that Young Living's always done and always talked about. Now you have that opportunity to go out and advertise all these products that support a healthy immune system. I mean, how many social media posts can you think of just from those products I named right here? And there's more.
thousands,
right? And how creative is that? And it's really about just getting it out there about this is one of the claims for a product. Advertise that. Get out there and engage. That's when people are going to come to you. They're going to direct message you. You can go ahead and have conversations with them about the product afterwards. The big thing is if you're on social media and you're going to write a 10-page narrative or this big long blog, right, all about this one product, how many people's attention span nowadays are going to read through the whole thing?
Definitely not me.
Right? And that's not me either. Like I'm now, because we're so busy going, like I want to get to the content. I want to understand what it is for and how does this work? How do I use it? I'm good to go and I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
How do I buy it? What can I do to buy it? What is the options to purchase it? Oh, maybe people aren't interested in the business yet. Oh, do you know that here in the US, we have an actual preferred customer, where you can actually get the discount through the loyalty rewards, as well as that opportunity to try all these products, right? So talk to your members, talk to your customers, find out what are they passionate about, what do they really want to care about, and walk them through all of our product lines. And I'll tell you, use that search option box, use the PIPs. You have a lot of stuff at your, a lot of tools at your hands. Not only that, the digital library. Every one of the conduct success tools, resources are uploaded in the digital library as well as in our members VO.
Yeah.
So they have that opportunity to go find all this collateral we've created to help guide them through compliant posting, cleaning up social media, talking about how to do a disclaimer. A lot of times people forget that what happens to you is not for everybody. And you forget to disclaim that, hey, this was my experience. This is what I did. This was my full story. Here's everything I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not for everybody. Like different age groups, there's different things that apply to different age groups, before and after pictures.
Yep.
What we're seeing a lot with Ningxia Red. The Ningxia Challenge right now is amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But one of the biggest things we're really helping people to understand is your before and after pictures. You have to talk about, here's the date I started. Here's the date I ended. Mm-hmm. Here is my age group. Here is exactly what I did during that time. And really make sure it's the same light, same outfit.
Yeah.
Don't use filters, simple things like that. But there are things that really matter because you really want that net impression to the field so people understand this really can happen. This really is something that is achievable for the average person out there.
Yeah, because, we really don't want people to be misguided or misdirected with something that is not true. And so we just want to provide the cold, hard facts to everybody to show that these products do make a difference in people's lives. And I think, along with those claims, that's why they're so important. And that's why we make sure to ensure them. So it protects, like I said, not only the business, but you as well.
Well, and that's the biggest thing right now is Conduct truly is out there to protect Young Living, protect our members' businesses, and protect the consumer. Because that's truly what it comes down to is Young Living's elected how we're going to move with our products, right? We've decided to register them as supplements, as cosmetic products, as food, right? Like there's these different categories we've elected. And that means that these are how we're going to substantiate our products. So to ensure that we're going to be able to continue these forever, we ensure that we're aligning with those regulatory requirements and laws and rules. And my team monitors like what's trending, where is the current FDA going, what terms are they looking at, what is what is misleading our average consumer out there, and then we're going to guide our field.
Yeah.
We have so many tools. The biggest thing we do is we work alongside all of our brand partners for these alignments and to ensure that they understand they have a big voice. They just need to use it within the way that we've substantiated our products.
Absolutely. Well, that's all super exciting, and this is absolutely fabulous information. Some of this I didn't even know of myself, so happy that you're here. And by the way, for those of you coming to a convention, you guys will have a booth and an area. Come and chat, ask away whatever questions you have.
That's my favorite time is convention because we actually get to sit down with a lot of members and talk with them and understand their experiences, help guide them into like, this is phenomenal experience. This is how you can tell that story. Here's a great way to promote that story without getting yourself in trouble, Young Living in trouble, without putting your business at risk, ultimately, is what we're really here to help them with. And they actually get to see that Conduct is real people. My whole entire team is there at convention. They're interacting. They're spending time out there, walking around, talking to members, just really getting to spend that one-on-one time, which is what the heart and soul of Young Living is. It's that connection, right?
Yeah, you guys are real. You're not robots, so I love that. Well, we're getting into spring now, so do we have anything for spring?
Oh, spring. It's our favorite time of year because everybody gets to buy thieves and clean their house really good after winter, right?
Yes.
I can tell you, like we did our deep spring cleaning, opened up the windows, wiped all the walls down, did all the countertops, deep cleaned the floors, and our thieves line was amazing for that.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite line we have is because it truly just, I know my house is safe. I know my pets are safe. I know my nieces and nephews, when they come over and they're climbing along the floor, they're safe. I don't have to worry about anything, right? It's an all-natural cleaner that works. And trust me, I'm very anal when it comes to cleaning. So if it doesn't do the job, I won't use it.
Yeah.
But with that being said is we have a great product that we have called Seasoned Essential Oil Blend. What we're ultimately seeing right now is a lot of allergy claims, right? And we know like part of the FDA, the FTC say that, because this is a disease state and it is something that they're prescribed medication for, is this is not an approved claim for supplements or dietary products, right? And the big thing that we really talk to our members about is it's really about supporting a healthy respiratory system. It's really about making sure that when you're diffusing it, that they have that deep, refreshing breathing experience. You can use it to even freshen your breath. Like it's an amazing product, right? How many people chew gum? I hate gum. How many people use the breath mints, right? I don't. I love our Seasoned Essential Oil Blend. I also use peppermint. Like just a drop on the tongue is the best breath freshener ever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I know for me, I love the Thieves Mints. I actually eat it like candy along with the Super C. So
right. And that's, the Super C is an amazing product too, but be careful because I did quite a few of those, and let's just say there was a lot of time spent in the bathroom that day.
I definitely learned my limit of Immu gummies the hard way as well. So
I think we've all been down that road, especially because they taste like candy. You forget they're not,
Yes.
and lo and behold,
Yep.
they really get the flow moving. But with with Season Essential Oil Blend, it really talks about that respiratory support, right? Because that's really what the season is, right? It's really about supporting a healthy respiratory system. So in addition to that, we also have the Inner Defense, the Super Vitamin D, Super C, and the Immu gummies that you were just talking about, which is still one of my favorite products.
Yeah. If you guys aren't picking up on any of this, what Casey is basically saying is take all the products.
Right.
They're all fabulous. They're all great. So
Well, and that's the thing is, if there's always a need for everybody, right? And everybody has a need, and you fill that need by finding which products work for you. And that's the nice thing about Young Living is we truly have a product for almost every type of support that you need out there to keep your body and maintain a healthy body. That's truly what it's about. Because I know I'm really big, especially as I've been getting closer to my 50s, is really trying to make sure my body stays optimal because I still love my beach volleyball. I still love taking my dogs on hikes. I still love being out and about, and I want to make sure my body can keep up with me. Because I can tell you when I wake up some mornings, it's like, oh, I never felt that before. And what are we going to do to, what now? What does this mean, right? And then you go down the rabbit hole. So I've learned not to Google things. I've learned just to listen to my body. I learned to say, okay, body, what is this? What did I do yesterday? Did I think differently? No. I'm like, okay, what have I been doing to support my body through this, right? And that's really what it comes down to. And just check out our products. Check out all of the wonderful support claims we have out there because there's so many products that you can truly advertise to meet your need.
yeah. I think one of the biggest selling points for a lot of people, and one thing that I always love to brag about, especially when introducing new people or friends or family members, whatever it may be, is they always say, well, do you have a product for this? And I'm like, yeah, we have over 600 different products and they will fulfill. We have everything to fulfill whatever need you have. That's just the best part about Young Living for me is we have everything that you could possibly need. So,
right. And it's amazing to think that you have a one-stop shop for all these things. And you know what? They work. I mean, they truly work. You need to experience. There's, like I said, how many products did we have just for immune support, right?
oh my goodness.
Maybe one didn't react with your body as well as you thought it would. So go try one of these other 20 items we have out there that do support the immune system. And you're going to find that through this experience, you're going to grow not only as a person, but you're going to feel so much better than you've ever felt before.
Absolutely. So obviously, the most difficult part about these claims is it varies per product and it varies per scenario, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So to ask you the most difficult question in the world, what would a claim look like? A good, safe claim.
So let's talk about immune support, right? It's one of my favorite because it has a variety of products you can use with it. Are you going to do up a post that has all 20 products in one picture and say immune support and leave it there? No, because what is that really going to tell your audience or tell the consumer, right? Instead, I would take one product. So let's talk about Inner Defense, right? Do a great stock photo of Inner Defense. We have a bunch of those available for use by any of our brand partner, right? So take that photo and that image and then talk about, you know what? I want to ensure that my immune system has as much support as possible. To take care of it, I make sure that I'm eating well, I'm being physically active, I'm maintaining a healthy weight, I'm getting enough sleep, I'm avoiding any excessive alcohol use, not smoking, all those things that are counterproductive to immune support system, right? So that'd be your first opening sentence. In addition to that, I have found Inner Defense to be the one product I go to every day to ensure that I'm supporting a healthy immune system. Leave it like that. People are going to be like, oh, wow. Not only are they talking about the lifestyle that Young Living's about, we're also talking about that one product and the one claim, right? If you get into too many claims, people are going to lose interest. They're going to just be glassed over and be like, oh my gosh, this is too much, right? Keep it simple. Find that claim that you really want to promote your product for that month, whatever product you're looking at, and every week do a different one. So one week do Inner Defense, another week talk about sulfurzyme, another week talk about the super vitamin D, right? There's so many options out there, but you can build your whole entire brand around what are you passionate about? What were these products that brought you to Young Living, and how can you share that with the field?
Fantastic. And absolutely to keep it simple. One acronym I constantly have to remind myself because I'm super passionate about Young Living and the products as well. And I start going off these long tangents. I'm like, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this. I feel like Oprah. You get a car, and you get a car. But
Everyone gets an oil.
Yeah, exactly. But one thing I have to remind myself, and this is an acronym that was shared with me that I love so much because it's fun and it's easy and it's simple, is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So anytime I'm trying not to like be overabundant in all the information that I know about Young Living, I just remind myself, okay, don't bore them. Don't, make them too confused with everything that's going on. Just keep it very simple so they understand it. And so if they have more questions, then
ask,
you
DM me,
ask,
right?
yeah,
They can
exactly.
send you a message. And that's the biggest thing we've really noticed is the real successful posts out there are the people that are building their brand. So they're letting people into their healthy lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about their exercise, their nutrition. They're talking about all these added supplements, the products they use, how they use them every day. Like what product do you use with the dryer ball, right? And why? What product is it? I do purification because I freaking love that product so much. And the way my clothes smell after, like just the cleanest smell I've ever had.
Absolutely.
Make a linen spray with it as well.
Yeah, it's great. Awesome. Okay, so to wrap everything up, let's quickly go back through some of the big claims that we've had today, that you shared today, and then just kind of final thoughts.
Today, we really talked about the immune support and all those products with it. If you didn't catch them all, just go to the .com and type in immune in the search bar, and they will all pull up.
Yeah.
There's even more that I brought up. You'll be surprised. We talked about digestive support, and we walked through why it's so important to support your digestive system and the products we have to go along with that. We talked about the difference between digestive enzymes, and we talked about why probiotics are important too to keep the digestive environment healthy. We also talked about circulatory support. Really important to make sure that you're supporting that system as well with all those wonderful products. Once again, just type in circulatory. All these things will pull up. Joint support, big one. This is really important for me, especially as I'm in my 40s and 50s. I have found that being as active as I am, it's really crucial for me to keep a healthy, supported joint system, and that's what I do. Healthy weight management support, right? That's a big one. Maintaining your healthy weight is really important to your body. And it doesn't mean that you have to have this perfect stick theme body. It means that you have a healthy weight for your body and that you're eating the right foods. You're supporting your body through these products that really help with it. And then also we talked about respiratory support. And especially with spring coming, respiratory support is one that we're seeing a lot of claims around allergies. Go back and really talk about the approved claims of respiratory support.
Yeah.
Leave allergy out of it.
Yeah.
People will understand. Like you're talking about respiratory. You're talking about what's the real intention behind the product. And it really is about that respiratory support.
I love that you talk about it's not only the products, but everything you do along with the products as well. So many people have asked me, what is your mom's product routine? And I'm like, okay, well, it's not just the products she takes. Like if you look at everything she does on a daily basis, it's like impossible. And some of the other things that she takes on a daily basis along with the products, I would never, ever, ever consume until I got to her age. Some of her smoothie cocktail concoctions, her witch's brew is what I call it.
Right.
You walk into the house and you're like, oh my goodness, what is that? So I've tried it. I think I'm going to pass on it for the time being,
Right.
but I know if I want to look as good as my mom at her age, that's what I kind of need to do is I need to follow her healthy steps. She is constantly reading labels every time we go shopping. I won't lie, it's a little bit weird to kind of like see her pull her glasses out. People give you the weirdest stares, but she's conscious about it. And because she's conscious about her health, along with the products, she looks and performs as well as she does at her age, which
Right.
is fantastic. And I want nothing more than that. So I know if I want to do that, I need to follow her health, her fitness routine, as long as the products that she takes, like it's an all-in-one.
Right.
It's not just one thing. So
Well, and it's funny, me and your mom bonded over her blackberries because she saw me drinking my morning smoothie, and it's this green concoction I do with kale, spinach, different fruits, different
Yeah.
things, right? And she's like, oh, well, do you know that I have really good blackberries? And I said, oh, no, I would love to try some. So now when she gardens and harvests, she brings me a bag, and they are like, we fight over them in my household for who gets to use them because they are the best.
They are.
But we sat and talked just about nutrition for a little while and how important that plays, and really reading labels, understanding what you put into your body is what you're going to get out of your body.
yes, absolutely, wholeheartedly. Well, Casey, thank you so much for sharing all of this. Really appreciate it and everything that you and your team does. I know one last final question for everybody else listening is if they need to get in contact with Conduct for that question that they don't know how to answer or not sure how to post something, where can they go and how can they get help?
I'll tell you the easiest way is just to email conduct@youngliving.com. We respond to every email within 24 to 48 hours with inquiries. We will jump on a phone call with you. Even if you work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, we have teams that'll stay an hour late to make a phone call with you. They'll come in later so they can spend that time with you because we know how important it is to make sure you understand your voice and you understand how wonderful these products are and to get them shared, because that's truly our mission, is to get these oils into every home and make sure everybody understands our products. And that's really what my team does. So email Conduct. If you want to do a team training, we're happy to jump on and do a full training with your team, do a Q&A session.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to be supported, that's what my team's here to do while protecting Young Living, your business, and the consumers.
I love this. I had a brand partner reach out to me who was working on a book or a blog, I can't remember, and she's like, oh, I have these questions about trademark and copyright and some of the claims and stuff. And I was like, reach out to Conduct. And she's like, I won't get in trouble. I'm like, no. Absolutely not. They're here to assist you and to help you and to publish that book the way that you want to, in a way that also protects you and the business. And she's like, oh, wow. Okay, I'll reach out to them, because she wasn't going to at first. She's like, I don't want to get in trouble. No.
Well, and that's the thing, is just because you reach out to us doesn't mean we're going to go all of a sudden audit your whole social media. We're going to go and, we're going to become going into your meetings and being like, what are you talking about? That's not how Conduct works. And that's one of the misconceptions, is we really just want to educate you on the advertising laws and how you promote those products out there, because that's what keeps Young Living going, keeps your business safe, and helps you grow.
Yeah. And I think the best part, too, is if you're proactive about it.
You don't have to be reactive.
Exactly. So, well, once again, Casey, thank you so much for everything that you do, that your team does. We're super grateful and appreciative, because this is so important. I think a lot of people don't realize how important this is, and we want to keep Young Living around forever. And this is the most important part of that, I would say. So, thank you so much. We can't wait to have you on the podcast yet again. They're going to be at convention. All of Conduct team will be at convention. I don't know if you guys know where you'll be at convention quite yet.
Same room we're in every year. So we're just above usually where the expo is. We're right above it. We will make sure it's posted on our page where you can come find us. We'll be even scheduling appointments this year. So if you need to have some time with Conduct, you can have a time slot that works for you and to ensure you get that support you need.
Fantastic. There you go. Well, till next time, Casey, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jacob.
And thank you for tuning into this episode of The Wild Drop. Remember, you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, on YouTube, and our website, of course, at www.youngliving.com. Don't forget to oil up Young Living family. This is Jacob Young, dropping out. Take care.